Hey everyone, welcome back to Megaman, to episode 4, Megaman 7. In the last part, we beat all the Robot Masters, and now it's time for us to go after Dr. Wily himself. And as usual, he has a castle, which, and as usual, it has its skull on it. Then again, his castle didn't, did it have a skull in Mega Man 1? I don't think it did, because Mega Man 2 was the first castle, actually. Anyway, this castle, you're gonna need to prepare for the worst in this place, because this... I'll say this, even I still have some troubles with these levels, considering some of the stuff they have to put you through. Especially the third level. Anyway, I immediately recommend putting on the Super Adapter for this place, because it is a godsend to have it. Actually, here we get to the gimmick of this stage in particular with these platforms. You can probably tell that they go normally on that track, but when there's those holes, they spin around in circles for no reason. But I like this. They introduce each of the gimmicks that you're going to be fighting in the final part of it. The gimmicks are those things, and the lights will be off when you're on the ground. That is actually surprisingly cool on that part. I think Mega Man X did something similar, where they show you all the gimmicks you're going to be facing in the stage together at once. Now, actually, this was, I think, the farthest I ever got in this game when I first played it, because, well, I had some problems, I guess you could say. And now we get to a section, actually, that I highly recommend you use Rush Jet in, because it kind of helps. Well, use it once you get to this platform, otherwise it's kind of pointless. Because you won't even get enough distance to get up onto this platform, if I remember correctly. Jump on him, just ride to the right, there's no problem. Actually, hearing the music track... oh, wait, first... Here's what his beat does in this game. He will do that 4 times total once you get him. But hearing this music, it kind of reminds me of one of the Sigma stages from X1 or maybe X2. Well, not Sigma stages in X2, because Sigma's dead, right? I'm not even going to get into that, because I'm in the wrong series for that. For some reason, I had a lot of troubles with this section in particular when I played the game really early on. Even more trouble getting that E-Tank. You need to be careful with that. You need to time your jump with the Super Adapter perfectly. Otherwise, you're going to be hitting that roof. Anyway, we have a mini boss right through that door, so we'll equip the Super Adapter because he's really weak to it. I think the guy's also weak against Shade Man's weapon, but I'm not too sure. And it's base. Base here pretty much shares a similar pattern to the first fight we had with him in the intro stage. He jumps and shoots. Every now and then he'll shoot a super shot, like what he's about to do. And I jumped right into that. But as you can see, he is pathetically weak to the Super Adapter. And with that, sorry, I got distracted there. With that, we're at the boss, and it's with actually really good castle boss music. It's Gutsman. Da-na! Gutsman here is weak against Slash Man's weapon. I'm getting all the names for some reason now. Once you hit him with his weakness, he will cause a brick to fall ceiling, and every now and then he'll hit you with that attack, which I do not know how to avoid actually. You can cause normal damage by hitting him in the head, but you can cause more by hitting him with the brick, which didn't agree with me much on this run. Heck, somehow I hit it towards me. I don't know how that works. Gutsman's overall a pretty easy boss, even though from what I remember, they really beefed him up in the 8-bit version of this game that the fans made. You'll have to check that out for this channel someday. But that will not be for a long while. And he's down. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic. I think that's actually the last time we'll ever see Gutsman too. But unless like you count those certain enemies in Aiden base. And unlike any Mega Man game before, you actually get to go back to the to the stage select screen if you want to go to the shop and such in between Wily stages. And that's gonna be something I'm going to be abusing a lot before Wily 4. In fact, before Wily 4, I'm gonna go back and refill all my weapon, energy, and super tanks. Because I'm gonna need it for that final boss. Anyway, I'm here so I can finally give Otto something I got last parts, his Super Bolts. Or Hyper Bolt. I gotta say, he looks stupid with the bolt on. I don't even think they've had that on in later games, he's without it. And he thinks he's a robot master, and... I'm surprised they kept that as a Japan flag, actually. And now we get in work at full power. That halves all the prices for the items in the store, and adds all the items that you can find with Rust Search into the store. In fact, there's one I was not able to find via Rush Search, even though I'm sure you can, which is the escape units. That allows you to escape any stage once you entered it, but I don't really mind going through them all over again. It also adds the Super Tank, or Super Can. Super Tank is pretty much an energy tank, and weapon tank in one. Refills everything. Actually, in Mega Man 5, they had something similar with the M tank, but I don't like to talk about Mega Man 5. Oh gee, at the top right, I'm one of the For some reason, I get a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vibes from this stage. I wonder why. Anyway, immediate choice: go out to the upper path because it is much easier than the bottom one. Then again, I think that's the case with a lot of games. The top path's harder to get to, but it's easier overall. Now, as you can see, with a lot of the alternate pathways in here, you're pretty much required to get some of the items in the game, because they know that getting these items is worthwhile in the end. In fact, I'm gonna get an extra life just because, pretty much just for progressing. I love when games do that. I wish they did it more often. Yeah, those little purple platforms have conveyor belts on them. Don't stay on them too long if you want to die. Anyway, have your super adapter equipped for this room in particular, because it's time for us to fight base already. I should have saved this for the next stage, actually. And as you remember, Light said he stole some enhancements from the lab. He stole pretty much what makes him into the best character in the series. Parts for the treble adapter. This is pretty much super adapter versus super adapter. He dashes along, he fires his fist at you. He's pretty much the same as your super adapter, really. Except his flying is a lot better. And this would actually later become the treble adapter in Mega Man and Base, somewhat in Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 10, which is what makes him the best character in those particular games. Well, you can't really play as him in 8, he's another boss fight, but you know what I mean. And he's down. He's still pathetic because he's really weak to the super adapter still. And of course, every time you fight Base, he's always left at 1 health. I wonder if it's the same way in the first fight with him. Something to check out, I suppose. Now, I haven't gone on the lower path for such a long time, I forget if you actually fight him down there, but you probably do, knowing the way these games work. Considering Mega Man 6 had the 2 boss doors, even. And now we have the return of Springman's gimmick. which is still a pain in the ass if you get hit by them. Like that, although that kinda helped me, actually. And we'll never see it again. Well, until the boss rush. Actually, speaking of the boss rush, I need to think of what music to use. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I know what I'm going to use. Because, well, I still recorded that. In fact, a lot of the time, except for maybe Castlevania and Mega Man 2, a lot of these aren't finished games until the final part is recorded. I'm not going to go into my methods, though, unless we ever do a Q&A, which I don't think will ever happen. Actually, by this point, I think I was kind of sweating, considering I only have 2 health points left, even though I think I'm right next to the boss fight. Am I? I don't think I am. No, I'm not. I don't have Mega Man 7 stages really memorized that much, as you can tell. The Mega Man games I played the most are 2, 1, 3, 4, and 6. And 10. 10's good. I'm gonna get to that at some point, though. Anyway, the boss of this stage is weak against the Wild Coil, so we'll bring that out immediately. And I was just checking out to remember which color was what, considering, he also has little minions he sends out that are instant killed by the electric shock. And the fire does count as fire damage, so be careful with that, because fire damage is annoying in this game, considering the burn effect. And these are little minions I was talking about. They're killed instantly by the electric shock. They're not really any problem, though. Just make sure not to waste your ammo, because this guy can take a long time. In fact, I think this is the boss fight. Well, it's not the boss I had the most trouble with. We'll get to that next part. I'm gonna hate recording that. Yeah, just play your cards while you date. It's no big problem. Deal, really. Although, one thing you might want to be careful with is that, as you can see with the little turtle shells there, they have a number above the door. If you're not killing them instantly with the electric shock, that number actually means what attack pattern they're going to use. So be careful of that. Don't think they're all going to be the same. No, it's, with all these trolls, you think I'd be making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference, but I'm not going to, because that's tasteless, considering it's the obvious reference. Instead, I'll just be making, well, Sonic Heroes reference. Look at all those robots. Then again, it's not really the same with that. The Eggman's a robot. Yeah, but I'm not going to be talking about Sonic and a Mega Man thing, even though, then again, Mega Man does have an Archie comic series, and so does Sonic. And they'll be crossing over soon. Hallelujah! I've been rambling on in this video some parts, I think. And that's the end of him. For some reason, these bosses have really long explosion animations, which kind of remind me of Mega Man X2. Those take forever to explode. But with that boss defeated and Wily 2 defeated, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and next time on Let's Play Mega Man 7, we'll be heading over to Wily 3, and then the stage after that, and finishing the game. See you guys then.